Hi and welcome. I'm Verena, Gayatri Primus, and in this about third week of January, or in your process of creating new visions and goals for your life in the beginning of the year or after your birthday or any time of your life, you might arrive at the place where you ask yourself what truly matters, where you might have taken already some time to listen what's calling you forth, what comes from within. And now you are starting to maybe want to narrow it down a little bit. But you want to do it in a soft way, not to push too much your energy system, your nervous system. And you are wanting to start to slowly kind of gather what you feel is important and kind of limit it to certain places. And I share with you how I do it with my clients in a one-on-one coaching program. Of course, not exactly, because it's just a short video here, but I invite you to stay on if you want my advice on this, how you can narrow down a little bit to a few areas of your life and start to bring a frame or limitations on what you want to focus on. So, as I said, in the Ayurvedic perspective, we want to first to listen and not to push the nervous system, with getting too rigid, We want to let the energy flow. It's called prana or chi. And though if the energy flows too scattered, which is a Vata energy, it doesn't touch anywhere. So what I tell my clients and students is you want to narrow the energy and kind of direct it either to one goal, ideally, or to several goals that are important to you. So you want to gather the energy and focus your attention. Because wherever you put your attention, this is where something can grow. And a lot of us, I know it from my own life, have great ideas, and these ideas are wonderful, they're gifts also. But you want to manifest these ideas into the material world and into manifestation. That's why grounded actions are needed. But before you can do grounded action, in unfortunately a limited amount of time and energy we have, the younger you are, the less you think about it, but the older you get, the more you feel it, that your energy is not unlimited, your time is not unlimited, so how best to plan it? And don't be afraid, I'm not going into time management here, I just go into attention focusing here. And so it's good to start to listen and ask yourself what really matters. And if you look at this video in 2026, this is a big theme of 2026, to really start to narrow down what seems to be really important to you, what really matters to you, not what anyone else is saying, but to you. So I really invite you to ask yourself what matters to me. And I suggest for you to start reflecting on 4 main areas on your life, to just kind of narrow down a little bit your focus. And if you have seen the videos, the 12 sun 108 sun salutations, or the holy nights and the dark nights, you can maybe narrow it down to 12 points, because I'm giving you now 4 areas, and maybe you pick 3 points to each one of them, and then you look what comes out, and maybe then pick 3 really important ones, or just 1 important one. But it's kind of a little bit of a process. And the first area I would like you to invite to think is, what are your values? What are your inner orientation? Is there something really essential? It's like an inner compass. And there's so much I can share with you, which I do, in my one-on-one coaching tools. But for today, I just want to invite you, is your inner value orientation this upcoming year or phase of your life, is it, courage? Is it peacefulness? Is it love? Is it joy? Is it integrity? Is it family? Is it alone time? Is it spirituality? Is it success? Is it abundance? Is it affluence? So find, write down maybe 3 core values, that you can orientate yourself. Is it simplicity or affluence? So narrow it down. The second one is, look at your work and your contribution to life. You know, look at, how do I show up in my work? How do I like to show up in my work? What do I want to create, either in the work I have, in the business I want to create, or how can I simplify it or complete it or improve it, you know? So how can you do that in the contribution through your work, your career, or, you know, community work, or basically your service to your family? The third one is relationship and family, you know. Just think about which are the relationships that are most important to you. Which people you want to spend more time off or less time off, but in this case maybe more. You know, how can you spend more time with your family? Which friends do you want to see, you know? Like I share in another video, I've had envisioned to see certain friends and visit them. It didn't turn out that way. They came and visited me, which is also great. But ask yourself, you know, who's important to me? Who would I like to spend more time with? And here I'm coming to the fourth point, and this person you might want to spend more time and care with might be you. So ask yourself, how can I improve my self-care? Or how can I improve my sadhana, my spiritual practice? What do I want to do? What generally would support my body, my mind, my spirit? What little grounded steps can I do every day to bring into my routine to take better care of myself? So clarity often comes from limitation. So look at these 4 areas of your life, write 1, 2, 3 important points down for you, and then later on in the visioning process, narrow them down to just a few, or maybe even just one main goal for each area, or one in your life. And this is not pushing, this is a conversation with yourself. So just listen, name it, acknowledge it, and the year will respond. And for this, I also invite you to look at my January 4 YouTube video where I go more into it. And in general, I invite you to subscribe to my channel for more tips on health, spirituality, personal and professional abundance. Subscribe to my blog where I really write about it deeply, to my weekly newsletter where you're the first one to be informed which blogs, which videos come out, and to welcome you to my community. Thank you very much. Namaste.